we could talk about that too. Anxiety. Oh yeah. I'm on for it.
Well, we're live. I'm sorry. It's Julius the Humble from Humble Renaissance. This is the LYPHr Podcast, social Sundayz of urban culture. Today we are just want to have a little podcast, and everybody introduce themselves. Start with Miss Myla Ray, the beautiful.
Hello, Myla Ray.
The comedian.
Hey. How you doing, everybody? It's Crody Jones. Glad to be a part of the LYPHr Podcast. You know what I'm saying?
And the beautiful.
I'm Janisa. Call me Nisa.
You know what I'm saying? And this nominated Chief Operations Officer.
You already know she was Metro North, a.k.a. Robert Bradley Jr., a.k.a. L. Megalodon, the most hated podcast host. Niggas be hating. Untitled out right now on YouTube. Go run me up. Drop my name and name, talking shit.
Yeah, and then we got the also talented.
It's your boy Casso. What's up? How you doing? We here. We direct. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
You believe it?
I feel like my intro was.
I feel
like my intro was pumping the wild ride in the back.
She like,
I feel like your intro was so much power than mine.
Me?
What you like you act or something? That like a Denzel performance.
It was. It was
It was. Wayne pointed that out.
Yeah.
Just don't know how to turn it on.
I'm like, yo, can I do mine over?
Right.
Hey yo, I'm doing my solo. All right, yo, it's Mr. Freaky Husband himself, yo, Cody Jones. You know what I'm saying? At the LYPHr Podcast, we turning up right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no bottles. We got a couple bottles. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm alive now.
We are alive. That's a fact.
It's gonna be
Turn me up.
another different mixtape. We're gonna have Anisha run the whole podcast.
Oh, we are.
Okay.
All right.
Getting ready for next week.
All right. I feel that. You know what? All right. Well, since I'm running the podcast today, I think a big point that you just brought up was turning it on and turning it up. I was also talking to Mr. Casso here about turning it on and turning off. People don't know how to present themselves in certain, it doesn't mean that you're not being yourself. It just means that you're giving yourself the opportunity to observe sometimes. You know what I mean? Knowing how to turn it off in a moment of observation and then turn it on when it's a safe space and you can really, let everything out.
You mean like a time and a place for everything?
Exactly. A time and a place for, yes. This place ain't it. Or
Right.
you've ever been somewhere and been like, this ain't it no more. You know what I mean?
You know what my thing is? Getting hyped about people fighting. Like back in the day, people used to fight at clubs and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh shit. And people be fighting. Oh shit.
Ruined my whole
night. It's like two different shit.
I had the plan coming out tonight. Right. And now y'all done just fucking.
And I'm like, I say my famous line, and that's why I don't be going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody say.
Yeah, exactly. Can't go nowhere. Can't go nowhere.
Especially out in Connecticut.
Everything's messed up.
Y'all from up here, like Hampton area. You said New Haven, right?
I'm from New Haven.
So y'all shit be getting shot up and shit too?
All the
Bro,
time.
all the time, bro.
I'm just saying.
You gotta be careful going out of here.
Yeah, oh,
You know how many nights I've been ruined?
I ain't know Hampton was like that. I ain't know Hampton was the hood like that. I don't mean to cut you off. I ain't know Hampton was the hood like that. Hartford,
It's the good part.
It's every day.
There's a hood everywhere.
It's GTA out there.
It's Connecticut. There's a hood everywhere.
Word. I know Bridgeport bad. I know they do call it Pistol Wave in New Haven, right? That's a real name.
John.
Pistol Wave.
Oh, Miami.
That's what they say, man. That's what they say. So many plans have been ruined. I swear from people. But yeah, you find yourself in different situations and you're like, yo, for real, this is not it for me anymore. It's time for a different surrounding. And I think that I find myself you know, in that transitional time of like, you know, like certain things are just not for me anymore, and understanding that there's nothing wrong with that. And anyone around you should also understand that there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I don't know if we was just talking about this too. I don't know if you've ever had the situation where you realized not just a place is not for you, but a person is not for you.
Yes.
I feel like that every day.
Yeah, every day. That's deep.
Man, I've been running
But
from
I was
people.
gonna say they kind of go together, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like as soon as you start realizing certain places aren't for you,
Yeah.
that's when people start falling off. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. It's where you met those people
Yeah.
in that same environment.
Yes.
They're like, well, what's wrong with you? You're not doing the same stuff that you was doing before.
And sometimes that can make you feel crazy. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like you have that mindset and you have that switch for a reason. You know, and that's another topic, being able to believe in the, you know, the voice that you hear, like of that something is
It's
time to change or
You know what I
change.
feel like we all, like most people, like go through. It's like when you on your bullshit in life, like it doesn't matter if it's like gangs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wreck shit, bullshit, whatever. I don't know, whatever path you choose or scamming, whatever. Like you gotta literally like walk back the opposite direction. Like this is just an analogy, like something theoretic. Like if you go in that direction, that's the same direction you have to walk back here. It's like you gotta see the same people. You know what I'm saying? So in order to free yourself as a melanated individual, like shit crazy.
Yeah, it really is. And then people will make you feel bad for that. They will.
I'm just lonely.
What you gonna do?
Listen,
What you gonna do?
listen. I live in Bridgeport, right?
Oh, okay.
Bridgeport.
All right.
It took me
I know about
to
that.
come out here and work with my man over here. Who's from New Haven. Only other people I knew from New Haven I met when I was doing time up top. It took me to come home, realize that these niggas that I'm around, they're still on the same shit.
Same shit.
And like she said, everybody on their different paths. So somebody blow up, not everybody like, you see, you just caught the beam. I need one. It's like, nigga, you making $18,000 a year. Like baby stuff.
Right.
And then I'm like, yo, let's do this, that, and third.
They can't
Shit
stand
never
on
fall
that.
through.
Right.
Yo, we need somebody to go do this. I ain't got it, but he in Perfections when that shit was up. In Hollywood hookah.
Perfection, that's a club up here?
Casso Zoo together.
Oh, word.
You know what I'm saying?
And
then I jumped into the podcast shit in 2020.
Oh, word. Perfection.
Was going strong. Eventually, that shit ran its course, came out here, and we've been consistent for going on 2 years. But it's because out here I see that dudes is really like, bro, we got something here, let's go. Instead of trying to look the part, niggas want that part.
Right.
Everybody in Bridgeport want to look the part.
That's right.
Nigga got gallery department, everything hopping out of Hyundai Daewoo.
I feel like that's a lot of places, though. A lot of
That's everywhere. That's everywhere. But Bridgeport is emphasized because you realize it. You realize it, like, damn, like, I want to do something bigger than this city.
Right.
Yeah.
So it took me to get out of this shit. It took me to get out of the state, really, with my music shit.
I feel that.
And it's like, I don't want to be stagnated in that state of mind everybody else is. So I'm like, man, I've outgrown these niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
And now they look at me like, you see them and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they be talking shit, but if they do, you eat a dick.
Yeah.
But it's like, I seen
That
something,
part.
and I'm like, I'm going after it.
Right.
Same shit with the music. Like, it took me a minute to jump back into music after I came home because I'm on the road. I didn't want to get yammed up for doing a show or something, and then they like,
Right.
so like, once I said, that's the pandemic, I'm about to go crazy, I'm dropping mad shit. I started doing that, and the dude started like, I'm like, no, nigga, I am better than you. You talking about a bunch of dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that pain. I'm talking about like that love shit, like all of that shit.
Part.
And it's like, I'm really outgrowing
Well, about
these niggas
that,
out there.
too. About that.
What?
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself with your music.
Yeah, my man.
No, because that ass, because
Yeah.
you really had to think about that because you mad passionate about this stuff. And you got a lot more about yourself than just your music.
Yes.
Just like how he was just talking, I'm like, oh yeah, you got us pretty cool.
Yeah.
What you want to start? After that Academy Award winning performance, that Coke partner speech. I don't know how we know whatever. Like, how do I make my lifestyle interesting? Well, I ain't do no time, but this morning I woke up, I had a bowl of cereal with no milk. Nigga. My shit hard out here. Had to use water to fill my shit up. It's rough. But I still got a ridiculous podcast, nigga. So you gotta go. When he talk, he make you want to just eat your talking. I'm like, I gotta get my shit right. Man, I talk to it, bro. What you talk like a little like Mighty Mike T or some shit? Like, I just great shit.
So it's like I got that. Like,
you about to go home and organize my drawers the right way for the weekend. Like, right, dog.
That's what you feel like it doesn't come from within. But that's probably what reminded him of it, like his story and then him being honest, because you're a very honest person. And what you say really comes from the heart, like, if y'all don't know.
Well, I don't know, like I'm a versatile artist. You understand? I go by Casso. My analogy is like, boom, if I could draw a painting, right? And the shit got like sunshine and clouds and butterflies and all that, and I did it really detailed, people would say, that's a dope art, right? Now, if I did another art where it was like castles and bats and evil stuff, and, something that seemed like a ghost or whatever, you would still say, and I did it really detailed, you would say that's a beautiful art, right? Mm-hmm. That's just the language, that's just the expression of art. So, it's subjective. It's, it's beautiful, and you don't even have to speak the same language to understand it. So that's why we all here, because
the connection.
Some of us like acting, some of us like literature, some of us like rapping. You know what I'm saying? Even gang activity. Like, I'm not gloating it, but even like the culture of being solidified. That's a whole realm in itself. The music, then the fashion, the people who make impact on hip hop, like we literally dress and emulate whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all vibes.
It almost strickens us from actually being unique, because it's so, it's such a thing in the human anatomy to emulate, or like, because see. Remember that saying that says, "You like it, I love it"?
Yeah. Yeah, you like it.
That's the law of attraction right there.
Yeah.
So artists that like really fuck with they self is the most followed. And melanated people, not for nothing, no racist. But like we just like literally have the highest influence in the world. Like, you could wear your hat like this for tomorrow, but the amount of confidence you put in it, you're going to make like 20 other people follow that. Like,
buy that hat just because.
That's so
I mean,
true.
you're right. We swaggy. Yeah, you're right. I said that about TikTok, too. TikTok wouldn't even be as popular as it was if it wasn't for our influence on that app. You know what I'm saying? They take our dance moves, they take the jokes and shit, and then you see them doing the moves, and then we can't do it no more. Like, they killed the Kendrick Super Bowl in like an hour.
Bruh, it was terrible.
Saw the white families doing it in the kitchen.
Oh my God, no.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
And John used to be paid $3,000 or something per performance. Tell us about that.
Damn.
Wow. No. I mean, that was certain shows and certain things. I wasn't just pulling out the regular. I would love. But there were certain shows that I used to play. So I did a lot of music back in my day. I used to do some touring, used to move up and down the coast and all that type of thing. Did some performing as, and I'm still, I still work in the industry. I got buddies that, my boy Van hopefully be coming through one of these days. He's a drummer for Joe. He's on tour now with them dudes. I think he's on tour with what's one that was married to Halle Berry back in the day, man? Addict.
The singer dude.
Yeah, man.
Benet?
Benet, yeah, he on the tour with Benet Music Hotel right now. Yeah, man.
Right. I didn't even know.
Apparently he has some issues. Apparently that's what they did. He said, yeah.
Well, yeah,
They don't call them that no more. It's a new word.
No,
Gotta be politically
but
correct.
talk more about yourself though, because like you really like was a plug.
I was in that was just luck by meeting mine
For
when
real?
I did.
Yeah,
That's actually a crazy story. No,
Is
that's
it?
actually a crazy. No, that's actually. No, that's actually a crazy story. Like, I feel like our story, how we know. No, I don't want to take over it, but I just want to put my little 2 cents in because I feel like the way that we connected is like the perfect example as to like how you can just find a community so quickly just from like looking for, like intentionally looking for a community.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So
yes.
like me, some of you know, some of you don't know. I moved out here from California on my own. Didn't know anybody, and so I was getting. I'm very picky about my hair. Okay, so I was driving an hour out to New Haven to get my hair done. So I was getting my hair done, and John just happens to be finishing up a gig. He has his guitar with him. He comes in and he knows that the place I go to, he knows the people in there. So he comes in and he's just like,
So I go to the same people.
he goes there, he gets his hair
1320
braided
Welly
too.
Avenue.
He gets his hair braided there too. He comes in, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna play a song for y'all, like whatever. I filmed like 20 seconds of him. I was like, oh, I got you. Like, let me send it to you on Instagram.
Wow.
Fast forward a few months later, I'm like, okay, I need Connecticut to come together as a community to help support me in the event that I'm doing because I don't know anyone out here, but I have this vision and I really want it to happen. So I'm like, who have I met? I'm like reaching out to anyone that I think could help out.
Yeah.
So I reached out to John, and instantly he's like, I got you. Let me connect you with this person. Yes.
I
like,
love
so
that.
excited.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
because it really takes all of us helping each other out.
It takes a village.
No,
Seriously, it takes a village, and that's something that I personally was looking for. Like, looking for more like-minded individuals, more people to connect with. Like, I'm so happy that I got the chance to connect with you, and now I know that you do music on another level. I'm happy I met Casso, who connected me with you.
We all used to work at St. Mac, the manager.
I was one of the managers.
Technology and all
Yeah,
that.
all that stuff. Yeah, right over at right over at Casso. It up.
I love that. I don't know if you know.
What up? Yeah, right up there. Yeah, I was there for 30-something years, and then they fucked it up. But yeah, that was my story.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. I got my first guitar from them.
Word,
I heard
okay.
it. Little fun fact.
So you definitely know some of the crew. Yeah, you know some of the crew. Yeah, but some of them will be involved in this as well.
Yeah, Janisha went to school for dance and music.
I did. I don't know if you're from are you from here?
I'm a New Yorker, but I've been in Connecticut for a long time. I'm older than I look, so I've been
so long story short, I've just been in a lot of like regional choirs. I went to school for music, high school for music, got into music. I'm currently trying to get back into it because life took over a bit, as things do, schedules do, life took over a bit, but I'm getting back into it now. So, another reason for us to all connect or whatever. Please, musicians, lock in. Lock in. I'm excited about that.
That's dope. And for all these events, we need comedy and laughter. That's where Brandon comes in there.
Oh, of course, Definitely gonna bring the comedy. Definitely gonna bring the laughter.
And also, he's a plug.
I was about to say that too. I know a lot of other funny people, funny cats. I just hope that they can share their time whenever you do funny comedians out here. Comedy really done picked up out here in the last decade. Really. So but if all else fails, we got Myla. She Myla did a whole bit right over there. That was on point. She's a star in the making right there.
And plus, she comes from
she gotta watch out, y'all. She gotta watch out, y'all. It's 2 cameras, so you gotta watch out.
Such a personality.
I'm like, why y'all talk so loud? So loud. Wait, but for real, I want to pose a question to everybody because we're talking about connections and community and all that stuff. But before that, you were talking about like elevating and growing separately from people that you know. And something that I really believe in was 2 things, I guess, put into one. One, I believe other people they need it. You try to get a seat at the table, right? Everyone's trying to get a seat at the table, but I believe if the table's full, build your own table,
Yeah.
sit at it, and then pull up seats for other people.
I'm a big
Right?
advocate for that.
Right.
Making my own way.
Making
I
your own
just
way.
say I don't hear the word no for real.
I don't.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I don't either.
That's big.
A no is it's a
It's a work
maybe or
harder.
a not now or a work harder. You're gonna see me, you're gonna feel me, and
Right.
it's gonna happen. And if you really don't, then what I do is gonna supersede you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how I have to. I was always delusional for real. Like
No.
you know what I mean?
No.
And I feel like
But
that's
it's
how
not
you gotta
delusion.
step
But
through.
it's not delusion. It's a different mindset than what
To
most
other
people
people,
have.
it's
To other
delusion.
people, it's delusion because
Yeah.
they're not at that same
Ain't
level to
nothing.
be like, I'm gonna work just
It's true.
that hard.
Yeah.
That's what
Gravity.
separates you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what separates you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some people literally just cannot see that.
Yeah.
It's all the if, ands, or buts before
Yeah.
they even take that leap. But you're like, no, like, fuck all that. I'm gonna take that leap and I'm gonna like see what happens.
Yeah.
But my question that I wanted to pose was, where is that line between, okay, I'm elevating, I'm growing, I'm moving on, and I'm like separating myself from you, versus, okay, I'm bringing you with me. Because I think that's like a really big, it's a very thin line there, right? Like you can have your peoples, but there's that point where you're like, nah, like you in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Or you still do, you're saying you want to do that. You're saying you want to elevate, but you're showing the same patterns. You're
I
not
wanna tap
changing,
on to that.
right? Please do.
All right, so I want to tap onto that. Two parts of it, right? So the first part was when you were saying like, you know, the wrong people or whatever, you know, detaching and things like that. So my thing is when you're getting to that point, I have ignored the hell out of those red flags, and I was like, no, they're pink. No, it's purple. It's really green. It's not red. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like making all these things up in my head. But honestly, personally speaking, because I don't think there's one major formula for everybody. I just think it's focusing on yourself and how you feel. But the best thing that happened to me was there was always that final straw. That final thing that was like, you know what? I can't. You know?
And I think females don't really have a lot of because when a guy loves you,
yeah,
it's like a real loyal. It's like having you got like pets. It's like having a dog.
it is.
That dog, you can leave the dog outside in the rain.
They'll come back. They'll come back.
You still be by the door like, yo, whenever you want to open this door,
You have to cut it off.
no more.
No,
I'm
he's so
not doing
right. He's so
You
right.
gotta correct that and be honest. Just say good dogs.
You right?
Good dogs.
Just
Good dogs.
because
No, but bad
ladies
dogs
gonna
will
wanna
come
tell
back
you that
too.
about bad dogs. So you
Right.
gotta respect that. Like
Bad
you know
dogs
what?
will come back.
Bad dogs will come back
It's
too.
bad dogs.
They will. All dogs, they come back because they gotta eat for real.
Well, I've
true.
had dogs that
It's
ran
true.
away. Some dogs run away. Some dogs like. It's not. You never seen that? Hold on. Right, they're running away. You never seen that movie on Disney with the pets and they kept running away? Every movie was that.
Homebound?
Yeah, Homebound. They kept running away all the time because they thought it was better adventures out there than them boring ass family vacations
for real though.
But I spy and shit.
But you have to cut the door off for real. You have to cut the door off.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, like, sometimes for a man, if he got time in and he like see the potential, he kind of will stick in there longer. But females don't really do that. So I feel like their mind is a little bit more militant. You know what
I
I'm
was about
saying?
to say I don't think that at all. I think honestly a lot of women put up with a lot of things. I feel like it really takes that last straw to be like, you know what, I'm done. It really takes that last straw.
But a man will go get a whole nother girlfriend, God forbid, and still try to keep his main one. Like, yo, I'm still working. I'm fucking with this bitch over here, but I'm still working on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to quit on you. Like, I put a lot of time and money and invested into you. So this is like my last investment. But now I got stocks and something else. And if this stock start popping, I'm gonna sell this stock.
So,
That's a lot of effort for me.
How about this?
That's way too much effort.
What
Ain't
different
done that.
situations we know of? What
you
different
do?
situations we know of like a man sticking in there and a woman staying.
I feel like a man will stick in there for the wrong things. Like, I'm sticking in there because you cook real good, because I like your crib. You got this car, you do these things for me.
But that's why a lot
Or
of men.
your pussy
That goes
real
both
good.
ways, though. That goes both ways.
I mean,
It does.
You wanted to say that
But
one
that's very
first.
fair. It does.
She said, that was
She trying to get the bars off.
That's for me.
And that's fact, but that goes
I mean, the other ones first to soften the
sometimes
blow.
a nigga last
Keep
straw
it
be
big.
like,
You fuck that, you fuck such and such. But it depends on who that such and such is. If it's a bum ass nigga, and you let him clip, all the way you gotta think about is,
I'm done.
she did everything she did with me with that bum ass. Suck them all.
Right.
Let him splash in the
That's
face.
what the
Wow.
nigga usually
So a nigga be hurt. A nigga be hurt.
That's what a nigga usually be like, yo, I'm done.
Listen, when I was locked up, I had a shorty, right? And we was going strong my whole years of high school. Wilding out since we was kids. Threesomes, orgies, all this shit. Damn. I go to jail, and I kept it a buck. I'm like, I know we young. I mean, you 18. We young, so do
You already know, yeah.
Well, as soon as I heard this bitch was getting married, and she was pregnant, and we was on lockdown for a week. That was the first time my heart was ever broke. Like, I know what heartbreak feels. You physically fucked
Right,
because I'm thinking in my head, I
thought that was the
she
one.
This nigga.
Right.
And then the niggas that's telling me, I'm like, oh. Now they talking this shit.
Now
Jody came over and snatched up. I was tired. Hard as well. I
You were like, I ain't never getting hurt like that again.
I was so hurt. Listen, I was so hurt that I could tell stories that she's involved and not even mention her in the whole story.
Wow. I feel, but as
she
men,
plays a key in the story. I'm telling you.
all right, as men, once we experience that hurt, we learn from that.
That's
shit.
it, though.
That's
I
it.
feel like that's the only strong
That's
man
it.
to take.
A woman will be a little bit.
Yeah, what
A woman might be more acceptable to the have a word.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, but that's what I was
just more. Y'all just couldn't.
I had to watch Love about the
But listen, this is what I was trying to say
It was
earlier.
one right behind me. I felt her about to be
Put up
strong.
with a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
you know what?
She
Yeah, you
will.
don't want to buy the slap.
But listen, there's a caveat. There's a whole caveat. Because just as much as it'll be like, damn, you'll really be hurt, like, obviously she would really be hurt, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I feel like women will definitely put up with a lot, and it takes that last final straw. It's always down to that final straw.
Well, you already admitted that y'all will change the color of the flags because y'all see the potential too. Y'all,
Yeah,
or you love the
that's
person.
the thing. I think, and this is not just a women or a man thing. I feel like a lot of people date for potential.
Right.
They date for vision.
Smart people do that.
They date for you know what I mean? And, you know, it's tough, too, because people will portray to be one thing.
You talk
I feel like
about
white people date for potential.
That too.
Cool people?
White people.
That too.
Yeah, white.
They do.
White
Though,
people,
they
they-
all-
white
I just seen a couple white people, they got a brand new kid, they look like they in their late 40s. Like, what the
Yeah,
Right.
or no, or
Right.
for
She
fetish.
comes from
White
like
people
a
for
lot of
fetish.
those great people.
Right.
I was because like my daughter's school, like there's a lot of them in there. I'll be like, I'm the only dad in there that dress like this. Everybody got their shirts up there,
Yeah.
moccasins on. I'm in the PTA meetings looking like a fucking rapper. These niggas like they work at Goldman Sachs. So it's like I'm like, yeah, y'all together because the connections y'all got.
Right.
Fuck the jeans. 'Cause
Mhm.
I feel like the minorities, we link up. Damn, she look good. Like, I want to see what my baby will look like with her. She got a fat old ass.
Right.
Well, she do OnlyFans.
Nah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's the type of time
Right.
my generation is.
Real shit.
that's
But
true.
no, you absolutely right.
Niggas be capping if they didn't say that.
Right, you're absolutely right, and a lot of, you know what's crazy too, a lot of white women, this is why they always be going through divorces and shit, because they don't really like their own counterpart. They don't really like the sexual side of their counterpart, but they sometimes are forced because their family like forces them, or they meet somebody and they try to do like these arranged kind of,
His grandfather.
yeah, or marry because of wealth more than marrying
So
for
what you
anything
saying?
else.
You saying basically like white people don't live life to like have fun and enjoy life like us, or basically
They do, but they think more of like, okay, like young age, like, you know, white women are being told to, you know what I'm saying, you should be married. Nah, don't fuck with those
so
black guys.
everything.
They've
So
always been told
wait.
that.
I was basically
They've always been told that.
So look,
Yeah.
you're basically
They never
saying
listen to that
this.
shit.
You're saying everything that every move they make, like let's just say, as far as like a chess piece, whatever, is based off our life.
No,
Technically,
no, it's based off
They making those moves where they could be steps ahead. So like,
Right.
if I marry this person, her grandfather has
Steps ahead of who though?
People in general.
like they
have that massive. They're
all races.
But I think that the main flag that falls under.
Like, think about this, right? I dated a girl out in Mass, and her dad owned a chimney company. Now, when the dad passes, he wants to pass his company off to his family. What if he don't want to pass it off to her because she's dating a black dude? You know what I'm saying?
But the whole thing is generational wealth.
Exactly.
That's the
keep their dollars and everything white. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and what you mean by what you're saying is that they come from generational wealth, which also comes with generational knowledge that a lot of black families do not impart on their children or know to even give to their children because they didn't have it themselves.
But some are stupid too.
A lot of
people out here is dumb. And again, I come from mixed type of family with everything going on, so I can tell y'all what everybody.
I know.
But I know white people is dumb as fuck too.
That's people come from the not too intelligent ones. But I'm telling you, not even just white. Like, I've been in situations where Puerto Ricans don't like their Puerto Rican daughters mixing up with black men either. They hate that shit. Especially the older Puerto Rican. And all that other shit. And then you be sitting there like that shit. I'm just saying, what? I've been saying though, they be saying that. I've been in all these situations to where even Indians and all types of women where they don't want you following with their daughter because they want them to have the cultural marriage with the cultural person. We're really the only people that date outside of our race more than any other race. We really are, because if you look outside and you see any other race, there's always white with whites, Indians with Indians. You don't really, or they mix and match with whites, like Asians. They don't want the Asians do not want, and they fucking talking to no black people.
Oh, they trying to
they like, oh, no black men here, we don't know.
Only white.
Straight up, no, only white. Oh, you okay, you marking up a big lawyer firm. Okay, I like you, yeah. You go over there, you be like, so Jerome, you cook any boxes today? I'm like, I don't know, Miss Cat Cooking Lady, you know what I'm saying? It happens, you know? Cat
Cooking Lady.
Hey, you gotta throw it back at them.
They ain't got no civil rights out there. You could go out there and check.
Yeah, but other races, you gotta be aware how other races.
Black people live here.
I've been behind enemy lines with so many different shit, Afghanistan, all types of shit, and their family beliefs and their cultural beliefs are just that. And some of them, no.
What you mean you've been behind enemy lines?
I'm saying, like, I've dated other races.
I was
in there with a paint, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, I got the Indian daughter, you know. Moving on to the Afghanis next. Hey, give me some backup, SEAL team, you know. But nah, it's behind enemy lines, you know. I've been on them other sides of that dinner table where I see those conversations and it's like,
what is it like for the ladies, like, in those, like,
right, I know mine is boiling the shit. So you don't want to say something over here?
I've never had a prejudice dating.
Real careful with what I say.
I've never had a prejudice dating situation. I've had prejudice outside from other people and other experiences, but not in dating.
But I think it's easier for dudes to like switch to other races than it is for females because a lot of preferences, like sex.
Yeah,
looks,
and I think women,
genes,
there's a lot of pressure to think about your bodies for real. You got to move strategically.
Right.
You have to move cautiously.
Right.
You have to move. You have to think.
Only one key opening the door, not 1,000 different.
You really got to think for real, because mad people gonna judge you. You know what I mean?
Magic Johnson's still alive.
He good. Oh, he gonna beat that shit.
Bad example.
He gonna be fine.
He had the money for that shit.
Yeah.
Come on, who's even catching AIDS nowadays? That was a
AIDS
was the same.
I don't want it, but it's
It's only in Atlanta, and Future fuck all them bitches that he never had at one time. So it's like, come on now.
Great healthcare.
Great healthcare.
So you think Magic Johnson? Come on, it's the name.
He got the original
Exactly.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
The original Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Uranium.
Come on, AIDS. The only AIDS cases is coming out of the South. Like anybody get AIDS?
One drink.
Anybody catching AIDS in 2025 is just they bad hygiene. It's bad. That's exactly. It's just a dirty motherfucker. You play 4 games. You play 4 games of basketball with 3 pairs of shorts on, and then you call Shorty was like, "Yo, you cooking?" And you keep boxing shit. You never, you just did it with some.
And those are the niggas these bitches
having kids with them, get abused by them, they calling my phone.
I like this nigga.
They're questioning my shit.
They're not falling for them.
Come pick me up.
They're not falling for them.
Shit,
Those niggas, they actually, those niggas is dumb. So
those niggas is dumb.
yes, ladies have power, bro.
Some ladies like the feeling like they can like change your man, or they see a gangster ass nigga, they like they like to make the hardest niggas and try to turn them into family men. You see it on all the time.
But you gotta think about it. It's because they be giving them women a glimpse of. They be acting like that for them.
Catfish.
They be doing shit. Niggas put on for real. They put on for real.
If you need a job,
another way.
if you need a job and you interviewing for a job that you need, you code switching. Hi, yes, hello.
Yo, so
overtime, I can do that.
One more thing too.
Yo, let's talk about a simp. Like, what's a simp? Like,
I don't believe in simps for real.
Mila, real quick. What you see in the whole dating scene in Connecticut?
So that jacket
from
fly.
these conversations. How can your first impression help?
Oh, we don't set y'all up, you know? We don't discriminate. It's all inclusive. So, you want to experiment.
I hear that.
It's matches.
Grab a wristband. Tell us what you're looking for.
Right. Grab a wristband. Tell us what you're looking for. We all inclusive. It's an elevated experience, though. So, you know, it's black, white themed. Come your best dressed. You know, come to impress.
And when is it?
It's every month, but the next one is May 24th. Saturday, May 24th.
All right.
Yes. Yes, correct.
I will be there in book.
White or black.
Or both. I will be there.
Yeah.
Maybe both. It might be a two-tone.
We love to get two-tone.
You know?
So
You're stepping for real.
leave your contacts though. So people can reach out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm talking about like on
social media.
Oh, y'all can
Connecting
follow
right
me.
there, too.
Y'all can follow me at Pretty Misa. So it's underscore Pretty Misa underscore X. And, you know, I do event designs. You know, I'm a gym girly. So if you need some inspiration, you can see some of that up there. And also an artist and, you know, more music performance.
Metro?
You already know it's NH_CEO on everything. You feel me? Make sure you go subscribe to the new Social Sundayz YouTube channel. There's Social Sundayz on there, so you ain't gotta really go too far. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, so
Yo, it's Casso, CASSO. It's the end of Picasso. And V, you could put versatile if you want to, or you could just put V by yourself and I'll pop up.
John.
Instagram, JHS, the number 4, where music. That's the best place to really get me. I think you go on YouTube, it's pretty much the same thing. John Scott, Disco Johnny, J13, too many aliases to name, but just JHS for music, y'all find me.
My love.
From my personal / speech language pathologist page, it's Speech Sleep Repeats, and my event page is First Impressions Event.
Period. First impression.
Hey man, first impression.
First impression.
Yeah, Instagram Jonesy B Jones and Facebook Crody Your Cheese and Fam. You know, we're gonna get this comedy shit going for the LYPHr Podcast and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? We should. You got a page for this, right? A separate page for this, right? On Instagram. I follow
The
that
LYPHr
shit.
Podcast.
Yeah. So make sure y'all follow that LYPHr Podcast on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is social.
It's Humble Renaissance LYPHr Podcast. Keep in touch.
And follow me on OnlyFans at L.L.C.
Hey,